Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to VBI. As we begin our next lesson, we're going to do our hymnology on the song Once for All. In his book Memoirs and Reminiscences, George C. Stebbins, also a noted gospel songwriter, he wrote Saved by Grace and You Must Be Born Again, states that this hymn is conceded to be the clearest statement of the doctrine of grace, in distinction from the law to be found in all of hymnody. It is said that at the time of Moody and Sankey's first evangelistic visit to Scotland in 1873, the singing of this hymn had more to do than anything else with breaking down the prejudice that existed against American gospel hymns up to that time. Its teaching was scriptural and in perfect accord with the teachings of the Scottish divines, who prided themselves on their doctrinal scholarship and purity. The Presbyterians in Scotland had long insisted that only the Psalms should be sang in church, and then without any accompaniment as well. Ira Sankey, in his book My Life and the Story of the Gospel Hymns, relates the following account of his use of this hymn while conducting a meeting in Edinburgh, Scotland, upon seeing the noted Scottish preacher Horatius Bonar in the audience. And he's the one that wrote Not What These Hands Have Done. This is what Mr. Sankey wrote. He said, of all men in Scotland, he was the one concerning whose decision I was most solicitous. He was indeed my ideal hymn writer, the prince among the hymnists of his day and generation. Yet he would never sing one of his beautiful hymns in his own congregation, because he ministered in a church that believed only in the use of the Psalms. With fear and trembling, I announced as a solo the song, Free from the Law, Oh, happy condition. Feeling that the singing might prove only as an entertainment, not a spiritual blessing, I requested the whole congregation to join me in a word of prayer, asking God to bless the truth about to be sung. In my prayer, my anxiety was relieved. Believing and rejoicing in the glorious truth contained in the song, I sang it through to the end. At the close of Mr. Moody's address, Dr. Bonar turned toward me with a smile on his venerable face, and reaching out his hand, he said, well, Mr. Sankey, you sang the gospel tonight. And thus, the way was opened for the ministry of sacred song in Scotland. Once for All first appeared in Bliss's Sunshine for Sunday School collection, published in 1873, and again in his Gospel Songs of 1875, which he did in collaboration with Ira Sankey. Bliss wrote this text after meditating upon the truth of Hebrews 10:10, which says, by the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Jesus Christ once for all. George C. Stebbins gives this further tribute to Philip Bliss, who along with Ira Sankey has been called the father of gospel music. He occupied, this is what George Stebbins says about Philip Bliss, he occupied a preeminence that still stands unrivaled. There has been no writer since his time who has shown such a grasp of the fundamental truths of the gospel, nor such a gift for putting them into poetic and singable form as he. In all of his hymns there was manifest a happy blending of the poet and the musician, and along with a rare judgment and deep spiritual insight into the needs of presenting the saving truths of Scripture in clear and singable forms. So versatile were his talents, that his gifts as a singer and leader were little less than those he possessed as a writer of hymns. He had a voice of rare quality and splendid volume, a baritone of extraordinary range and evenness throughout, a perfect method of voice production and control. He was six feet tall and of commanding stature, with features as perfect in form and eyes that were large and kindly in expression. He sang without ostentation, playing his own accompaniment. His leading was also without display or any attempt at attracting attention to himself. Now, remember, Philip Bliss is the one who wrote As Well With My Soul. Well, remember, he was born in Clearfield County, Pennsylvania on July the 9th, 1838. He's the one that wrote the music to it, I should say. As a young man, he moved to Chicago and became involved in the evangelistic ministries of Dwight Moody and Ira Sankey. He became one of the most prolific gospel songwriters of this time, before his tragic death in a train accident at Ashtabula, Ohio, or it's Ashtabula, depending on who you ask, on December the 29th, 1876, when he was only 38 years old. Several of Philip Bliss's gospel song favorites, still widely used today, I let the lower lights be burning, hold the fort, gave my life for thee, it is well with my soul. Jesus loves even me and my Redeemer. Okay, everybody take out your sheets that you were given tonight. Look, this is the next in our lesson. It should say Unit 2 at the top of it. We're going to begin our endeavor at looking at basic pitch relationships and stepwise melodies in the major scale. I believe I'm going to switch to a sheet of paper because I'm going to go to the piano here and there a time or two. So let me just grab real quick a copy of each of these. My book tends to not want to stay open when I hold it open. Okay, so let's look at the opening paragraph to this lesson here and begin to make sense of sight reading. Now, sight reading is a very daunting task. When you get into it, it can be very, very intimidating, overwhelming, but when you start simply and build, you begin to understand the relationships in pitch, and it becomes rather easy for you to know or anticipate where you're singing to. One thing you have to remember is that just like when you read a novel or a book, you read ahead of yourself rather than one letter at a time. You read words and phrases at a time. When you sing, you should sing anticipating where you're going and sing phrase-wise as well. So this is going to help break that down for you very simply. The very simplest form of pitch relationship is that found between adjacent tones of a major scale pattern. There's only one major scale pattern. It can be built above any tonic or keynote. If you remember, we studied this at the end of last year, how that the major scale pattern is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. That's the steps needed to build a major scale. Now, the tonic is the home base toward which most sounds in a composition gravitate. So like if you're playing in the key of C, C would be your tonic. If you're in the key of F, F is your tonic. So therefore, the major scale in the key of F would begin on F, the tonic, okay? This tendency to feel one tone as home is generally referred to as tonality or key feeling. In tonal music, almost every melody ultimately ends on the tonic of the scale in which the melody is written. That's what separates Western music with Eastern music like India and things like that. They do not feel the need to end on do or to end on the tonic, or as we would say, to resolve the song. They actually boo and hiss at Western music because we are so restricted in our music principles that we feel the need that we have to end on the tonic. But the way we were raised, we anticipate the song is not over unless you end on the tonic. You don't know, you probably never realized it, but if somebody was playing Amazing Grace, and if they were to, let's say they're playing the key of F, and you know you're playing F, and then you're going through your chord progressions, and if I were to not come back, I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. I'm back on the tonic. What if I ended right here and I said, was blind, but now I see? In your mind, you're saying, bring it all down to the tonic. And so you go, see. See what I'm saying? Western music to other countries is very limited. But to me, it makes sense. It gives me a sense of, okay, completion. But, you know, that's just the way that we look at it. Other countries, especially in India where the sitar tends to be the more major base of music they use, they don't do it that way. And it's strange to me. It's very difficult for me to comprehend however they get it.
That's why they have opium.
Yeah, I know, that's it. It makes sense to them because they're in an alter ego state. In tonal music, almost every melody ultimately ends on the tonic of the scale. The smallest musical interval, or the minor second, or the half step, as we know it, is found between the third and the fourth, and the seventh and the eighth tones of the major scale. You and I already know this because we worked on our scales last year. The major second or the whole step as we know it, is found between the other adjacent scale designs. So we all know that it's whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. That's the progression of the major scale. Well, look at the exercise 1 with me, if you would. Now, I'm going to move away from the camera. You'll still hear my voice. I'm going to step over here to the piano, and I'm going to work on some of these scales with you to show you just how these notes will move, okay? So if you look at your first exercise 1 at the bottom of the first section of your page there, you'll notice that the key signature is the key of, there are no sharps or flats. C. It's the key of C. There are no sharps or flats in the key signature. So what is the tonic of the key of C? C. So we're going to begin on C. That's clearly marked right there. Treble clef. It is on a ledger line below the first line of the staff. That's C. Now, we're going to label that 1. That's the first note in the scale, right? Now, not knowing anything else, if I wanted to go to number 2 in the scale, I would obviously go up a whole step. What note is that? Anybody know? D. So it's from C to D. That's a whole step, or 2 half steps. That's a whole step, okay? So we're going from 1 to 2. That's how we know how to move. And if you can associate pitch in your mind, knowing how it's going to go, it's going to make sense the way that it moves. For example, if you start in the key of C, I'm going to start down here in a more comfortable octave. Have to forgive me, my throat is a little scratchy and a little dry. But if my first note is C, my next note in the scale would be D, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay? C, D, E, C, D, 1, 2. Look at your exercise here. If this is 1, then the next note you see is 2, and then it goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can build the scale and keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do this with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. That's the entire scale, from 1 back to 1. The octave, okay? So if you work your way backwards, it'll be 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay? Look at exercise 2 on the right hand of your first sheet there. Notice stepwise studies in the major scale. So what you should do anytime before you sing a song that you don't know, let's say you take the church hymnal or any hymn book or any song book. We'll use the church hymnal since that's what we have in class. And if you open it and just find a random song, the first thing you should do is assess what key it's in. And that'll tell you what your tonic is. If you have 4 flats in the key signature, anybody want to take a guess what key that is? If it has an E flat, A flat, D flat, and B flat. 4 flats is the key of A flat. Okay? And how would you tell just by looking that 4 flats is A flat? You would go all the way to the furthest flat in the key signature, which would be E flat, and then back up 1, which would be A flat. Okay? It's kind of fun to do. It goes B flat, D flat, A flat, E flat. So you find the E flat back up to the A flat in the key signature, and you know it's an A flat. Your tonic would then be A flat. So you may not be able to sing A flat in your mind, but once you know it's A flat, somebody can go, oh, that's A flat. If you want to do C, you just know to find C. C. And that's where you know how to begin. So you should always scan a melody before you sing it to see, just get a lay of the land. Note the rise and the fall of the melodic line. Aim to develop an awareness of how each tone relates to its adjacent tone. Are they going to move up progressively, stay the same? Are they going up in increments, down in a great, more like a fifth even, a large jump? Pay attention to how they relate in relation to its adjacent tone, and how it relates to the tonic, which would be in the key of C, would be the note C, right? So pay attention how they relate to the tonic. Never lose sense of where home or the tonic is. And always, in reading music, look ahead. So let's sing a few of these exercises together. Several ways. We'll just do it first of all by singing the letters of the note names. Key of C. So ladies, you can start here. C. Guys down here. C. Okay? And as we begin, to start at line number 1, the first note is the tonic. If it's the key of C, we're starting on C. So here we go. Ladies, C. Guys, C. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. Good. Now remember, the objective when you go back over these is not to listen to somebody do it first and then jump in. What we're trying to do is establish the ability to sight read. So try, even if you don't know what you're doing, learn how they naturally progress. It is a natural progress. C, D, E, F, G. We know how it's going to go, and we see that it goes up evenly and comes back down evenly. So there's really nothing difficult about this one. It's an even progression up and an even progression down. C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. Okay? Does anybody here know the conventional symbols of solfege or the syllables of solfege? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Okay? I would love to teach you that, but we don't have the time. And the benefit of it for me in this capacity really wouldn't help a lot. But if you were learning how to read shape notes, it would greatly help you a lot, because it does allow you to not pay attention to spaces and lines, but rather just the symbol of the shape of the note head itself. It's kind of interesting, but we're not going to worry about it tonight. But if it's another way for you to learn how to effectively sight read that you can learn, I'm sure there's great free resources that you can find on the internet to help you learn how to do sight reading as well. So one other way that we can do it is to know that C is the tonic, or in other words, number 1. Sure it's not number 3? No, it's number 1. It's the tonic, it's home. So let's do line number 1 again, but let's do it using numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all there is to it. Ready? So ladies, you're on C. 1. Guys, 1. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Look at line number 2. Let's work on it together. We're going to do it on just numbers. Okay? So we're starting on number 1. Very good. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Let's do line number 2 again, but using the note names. We're starting on the tonic, C. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, D, C, D, E, F, G, F, E, F, E, D, C. Good. Line number 3, using numbers. Ready? Actually, well, yeah, let's keep doing numbers. I like that. Line number 3. On, beginning with number 1. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. syllable la. 1, 2, number 4. La, 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 la. Great. Line number 5. Let's do it on U. Syllable U. Ready? Number 5. 1, 2, ready, go. U, 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 Alright, now reading the bass clef, adding a little spice to the mix. Don't sing in the bass clef, ladies, but read it and sing in your octave. We're still starting on the tonic of C. Let's do it on the number. Ready? Starting with number 1, line number 6. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1. Great. All right, flip the page over. Go flip it and then flip it again. One more exercise in this one, or one more. Do line number 7. We'll finish that exercise and move forward a little bit further. Okay? So let's do it on T. Let's do it on the syllable of T. Line number 7. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. T, 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 T. Good job. So what we could do is we could transpose into other keys, like we could drop it up, take it on up to the major key of D, go all the way up to F. Or we could keep it in C. But the point is, if you're doing it based on the numbers, this is how you transpose. The numbers and how they relate to back to home on the tonic is how you can sight read and transpose the music. So what I want you to do, just to have a little bit of fun of transposing, flip the page back over and look on the right hand side, and we're going to do line number 2 together, but I'm going to give you a tonic of a different key rather than the key of C. This would be the key of C, which is the way it's written. But let's say we're going to transpose and sight read it in a different key. Let's do it in E flat instead. So that's going to be your tonic, where you're going to start out at. Line number 2, you ready? On the numbers. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, you just transposed music. Isn't that great? That's exciting. Look, turn the page over, back to where we were getting to. Look at exercise number 3. Preparatory practice for melodies that lie below the tonic. See, what we did in those 7 exercises, we only worked on the ones that go up above the tonic and come back to finish on the tonic. But what about the ones that you start on the tonic and go down? Okay? So when melodies consistently lie below the tonic, it's usually easier to think of the tonic scale as number 8 rather than the scale number 1. It might be confusing. I'll be honest with you, to me, it's easier to keep all the tonics 1, and there is no number 8 in my scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, because they're the same, just like you start on do and you end on do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay? However, these guys are the experts, and they do suggest that if it's easier for you to think of 1 and 8 as the same to keep the octaves separate, so be it. So if you see that as you look at the spread of the melody, as they relate to the adjacent note or as they specifically relate to the tonic, if it works better to remember the tonic as number 8 and then go down to 7, 6, and 5, etc., then that works too. There's nothing wrong with that. It can be 1 or it can be 8. So let's do the reverse of what we did. When we first started, we started at 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start instead on 8 and working our way down. So let's do it in the key of C. Then we'll start up here. So we're going to start on 8. 8. Ladies, if you can make it, go up here. 8. Okay? Ha. 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 So we're going to do it on the numbers. Let's go through the scale all the way. As you see how the diagram lays out, we're going to go 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to where we go all the way from 8 back to 1 and back up to 8. You ready? I'm going to give you a notice one more time. Ha, 8, 1, 2, ready, go. 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Good job. It's just that easy. When you learn to associate them and how they relate to the adjacent notes, it makes it so much easier to sing. And then when you begin to build on the intervals, like learning how to go from a C to an E, skipping over the 2, going from 1 to 3, that's a third. That's a great interval that you're going to learn. So it's just getting it into your mind to associate it with what you already know. Because if you're already starting on the tonic, you know you got to eventually wind up here, and you'll start to relate it, and the next thing you know, you'll learn how to go straight from here to here without having to do anything in between. Look at exercise 4, Stepwise Study in the major scale, moving above and below the tonic. So let's follow the studies, or let's sing it on their letter names first, and then we'll do scale degrees, syllables, and stuff like that, just make it a little bit of fun. So we're starting on the tonic of C. Ladies, you'll be at middle C. C. Guys, you'll be C below. C. 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 Let's do line number 1 under exercise 4. We're going to do the note names first. Ready? C. C. 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, C, B, C, D, E, D, E, F, E, D, D, C, B, C. Isn't that funny? They threw that those 2 D's in sequence to throw you off because you thought you were going to keep going to a C. Isn't that funny? Makes you pay attention. Let's do the same line, but this time let's do it on the number. If we're starting on the tonic of C, therefore we start on number what? 1. Thank you very much. So line number 1, beginning with number 1. Girls, you're at C or 1. Guys, you're at 1. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 7, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 7, 1. Good job. Line number 2. 2 gives us a little bit further down. It's, oh my gracious, we're going to start getting down to where I can't even sing it anymore. How about we all just do it in the same octave, because I can't go much lower. So we'll all start here in middle C. C1, La, T, something. Line number 2. First note, your tonic is right here. Everybody on the same octave. 1, 2, ready, go. C, B, A, B, C, D, E, D, C, B, A, B, C, D, C. Let's do it on numbers. You ready? Starting with 1. 1, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 7, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1. Great. Fun, isn't it? Okay, so let's do line number 3. We're going to do it on the note names first, starting on C. Same octave, everybody. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, C, B, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, C. Great. Now, number 4 through 8 are all the bass clef. Number 4, I can't get that low, all the way down to that G at the bottom. So, as the teacher, I vote and I second, and the motion is going to carry that we do not do line 4 or 5 for the dear sake of my poor voice. I can't go that far.
Is this how you went to church?
Huh?
This is how you went to church? Just going to throw your voice a little bit.
Oh, very proud. You! Thank you very much. All right, number 6. We're going to start down here. Guys, we're down here at C. Ladies, you'll be up here. C. You're going to follow along with us in your perspective or respective octaves. Guys, remember we're down here at C with the letter name of the note. Line 6. 1, 2, ready, go. C, B, C, D, D, E, D, C, D, E, F, E, D, E, D, C, C. Great. Let's do it with numbers. Line number 6, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 7, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. Line number 7, we're starting an octave higher than we are now. So guys, if we were here, where are we going to be next? Here. Ladies, if you start at here, you're going to be at here. Okay? So, ladies, you're up here. Guys, you're up here. Line number 7, give us the note name first. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1. I'm sorry, I said the note name. I'm counting and then saying letters. I should say letters and then count. Make more sense, wouldn't it? No, just kidding. Line number 7, ready? C, that's where we're at. 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, C, B, A, G, A, B, A, G, A, B, C, D, C, B, C. Now, if you do what I do when I teach people a new song, especially little kids, but I do it out of habit with adults too, because not all adults, and the vast majority of adults, unfortunately, in most churches, choirs, do not understand music, but they do understand pitch association somewhat. So I move my hand as the pitch moves, okay? So what I want you to do is observe what I do the next time we do line number 7. Then I'll ask you to do it with me in a few lines to come. Line number 7, we're going to do it on numbers this time, but watch how I move my hand in perspective relation to how they move to the adjacent note with them, okay? Line number 7, starting on 1. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1. Great. So look at line number 8. Let's do that on the note names. Now I want you to move your hand as you see the notes go down, drop your hand. If you see the notes are going up, raise your hand. And then keep raising your hand as you go up and down the scale. Do it with me. You ready? Line number 8 on the note name. 1, start on C again and C again. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. C, B, C, D, E, D, C, D, E, F, E, D, E, D, C, B, C, D, C. Great. All right. We got time to do just to finish this one off. Great. We'll finish this exercise. Look at number 9. Actually, don't do number 9. Let's do number 10. Number 9 goes up to that F again. I'm afraid some of y'all are going to start screaming bloody murder or something here in a minute. Number 10. Somebody's going to start throwing the white flag of surrender. C. Oh, number 10. We're all going to start up. Up, up, up. On the note name, C. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. C, B, A, B, C, D. I'm sorry, I said 10. I'm doing 9. I said don't do 9.
Do it anyway, come on.
Number 10.
I'm not coming to your church.
Thank you. I'll better say you. Thank you. Number 10. Ready? C, 1, 2, ready, go. C, B, C, D, C, B, A, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, C. Great. Let's do it on numbers. Number 10. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 7, 1, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 1. And number 11. Let's finish off with this one. Starting on C and C. Ready? 1, 2, number 11. C, B, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, B, C, D, C. Now on the number. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1. Great. Fantastic. See, it's all about just associating and anticipating where you're going next. You'll be amazed how you're going to progress, because before long we'll start doing intervals and you'll really start getting the grip and the hang of it, okay? All right, thank you so much for a good class. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you got some help about a little bit of sight reading. I know it's difficult for you guys that don't have the worksheets we're looking at, but for those of you that are going to be able to do this, do a correspondence, thank you so much for your time. God bless you. Everybody have a good evening. Thank you very much.